This is Srimati, Assistant Professor from the Department of BCA. The topic which I am now going to discuss is Introduction to Flash and Animation from the subject of Multimedia and Animation. We all know that how the flash media works and how important the flash technology is nowadays. Generally, flash just used to make interactive applications like games and web pages creations or any individual objects with the help of points, lines and curves and with the different shapes like polygons to represent it. So, when you are just automatically using the flash application, it just allow you to all the applications to works on into in a interactive manner. So, when we are just making an interactive tool, it will just allow you to make animations like whatever the thing you are just going to do it, you can able to work on that applications itself. So, when you are just designing the objects or whatever the thing you are just going to do it will be very interactive manner. So, how the interactions works? First of all, the interactions means according to the input whatever you are giving, according to your input it will just react you some responses, that is called, we can say it as a output. So, nowadays all the online gamings, online applications, so whatever the applications we are just nowadays using in the online, all the applications and games and software whatever it is developed on the basis of interactive manner only. So, automatically the interactions can be done with the help of all those things which is embedded with the web pages. So, when you are just embedding the web pages, it is automatically you can use the points of lines, curves and polygons to represent the images whatever you have. And next is your flash graphics. So, when you are just using the concept of flash graphics, it's automatically use the compact vector graphics. So, it's automatically when it is using the vector graphics, it just uses the lines and curves and descriptions of their properties stored in a mathematical equations. Thus, it supports raster images which is called as a bitmap. So, when you are coming to the flash graphics, that is when you are just designing any applications, games, so whatever it is, it generally uses the concept of graphics. So, why it is using the concept of graphics is to give you the proper line of corrections and to give you the proper correlations of that value in the bitmaps or whatever it is. So, with the help of that only we can able to know that how our images is required and how our work has is going to be done on that particular graphics. So, whatever the thing you are just going to do the flash animations with the help of graphics, it just use the picture of pixels, we can say it. So, when you are just using the concept of pixel, it will just calculate all the pixel value, that is from rows or column whatever it is, it will just uses the graphics terms. So, with the help of graphics terms only we can able to use this vector region. So, when you are just using the vector region, we can able to do it with the help of all those things and all those properties whatever it is there. So, automatically when you are just using the concept of this, it just use it along with the raster or whatever it is, it may be the bitmap format. So, you can able to know what it is and you can able to rectify that particular graphics symbols along with that. So, graphics mainly used in the manner of GUI concept. So, when you are coming to the GUI concept, that is called graphical user interfaces. So, graphical user interfaces mainly used in the term of making the interactions between the user as well as the application. So, when you just press any icon or symbol or whatever it is in there in that particular applications, when you just press it, you can automatically give some inputs. According to your input, your particular value can be recorded as well as also. So, all these equations can be done with the help of mathematical equations for the all the pixels. And next when you are designing the flash graphics, it's two things of graphics is there. As we know, that is called bitmap graphics and vector graphics. So when you are coming to the bitmap graphics, so what it is the original bitmap graphic is, that is we are just taking one small ball images. In that small ball images, when you are just making the bitmap graphic, it will just enlarge that particular original picture. So when it is enlarging that particular pictures, automatically what it is called, that particular lines are getting broken down into that particular pixels, whatever the pixels are there, according to it, it is just getting break down of all this graphics images. And next when you are coming to the original vector images, if it is in the normal, that is we are just taking the same ball image for vector graphics also. In that vector graphics, we are just enlarging all the position of that particular ball. It is just giving you the enlarged part, but without breaking the pixels. But differences between bitmap and vector is that in bitmap you can able to know all the pixels when you are just going to enlarge it, but in vector graphic enlarge you can't able to know the bitmap pixels of that particular image, whatever you are just going to zoom it out. When we are just going to know about history of Flash, so it is initial release, that is it was initially released at the year of 1995, but before that after releasing it at 1995, there is lots and lots of corrections and lots of updations and lots of versions have been introduced. So after introducing it, we can see it one of the year at which all year that Flash has been get started, and we just get started to use the Flash animation. So first thing is notable product additions. In December 1996, Flash name has been introduced, that is with the name of Flash. It has been introduced at the year of 1996 at the month of December. And in the year of 1997, the object library, that is called with the, we are just creating the code with the help of object based manner. It was introduced at the year of 1997 in June month. And by introducing the variables and in just including the action script like button and radio button, flash thing, GUI. So all those particular advanced something variable declarations, all those things are used at the year of 1999 at the month of June. And then at the year of 2002 only, the video streaming concept is used. So what is a video streaming is, it just allow you to make a continuous video pattern in any applications. So it was developed at the year of 2002 in Flash animation, and then with the help of object oriented programming, ActionScript has been reversionized at the year of 2003 with the version of 2.0, and at the year of 2007 it just gives you some more OOPS concept in ActionScript, as well as it just allow you to develop the code of application of anything which you are just going to design. If it is a game or whatever it is just works on the basis of ActionScript 3. That is called third version in the year of 2007 at the year of April. When you are just using that is how we can fill the color, and using the stroke color, and how we can fill color controls in the property inspector. So when you are just using the property inspector, we can able to stroke all those images, and we can able to take all the images with the help of it. So stroke means we all know that we are just going to point out with the help of pen, pencil or paint brush or canvas or whatever it is, the tool we are just going to use in the Flash. With the help of that particular tools, we are just going to create one small images. So with the help of that only, we are just going to take it and we are just going to canvas that particular work also. To change the stroke color, that is called, if you need to change the color, that is if defaultly all the colors will be in black or otherwise it will be in white manner only. So, when you just need to change the color of pen, pencil or paint brush, whatever the color you just required, you can able to change it with the help of property inspector. And when you are coming to the stroke style, you can choose from styles that are preloaded with Flash, or you can create a custom style. Okay. And to select a solid color fill, you can use the fill color control in the property inspector. So, what is the usages of property inspector is, you can able to make a inspection, or otherwise you can able to create a flash animations with the help of that particular inspector, and that particular inspector will organize all those property what we are just going to utilize it. We can able to do it with the help of that solid color also. And next is your to select a stroke color, style, weight, and using this property inspector, objects on the stage. For symbols, first double click to enter a symbol editing mode. If the property inspector is not visible, select Windows properties. After using that, after selecting the properties of it, we can able to select that particular stroke style and click the triangle of that style pop-up menu and select an option from the menu to create a custom style. Select after selecting it, you can use the option of property inspector and then select the option in the stroke style dialog box and click OK for it. So, this is the procedure to choose the property inspector. After choosing the property inspector, we can able to rechange the application or image, whatever we are just going to include in it, with the help of different colors, different styles and different weight of that particular versions. Note that is when you are just using the stroke style other than solid and can increase the file sizes also. To select a stroke weight, click the triangle next to the weight pop-up menu and set the slider at the weight you want. Specify a stroke height by doing one of the following, that is select one of the present value from the height pop-up menu. Present values appear in points. And that is when you are coming to the tool. As I said before, that is the stroke tool is mainly used for designing the various colors onto it, and we can able to rechange the color according to our choice. And shape tools is mainly used for specifying the color of it, that is it can be anything, it can be square to you, or it can be a circle, or it can be the alt option to draw from center out. Okay. So, what is the usage of shape tool is, it is mainly used for drawing purpose, that is drawing purpose means you can draw anything, whatever you are just going to draw it with the help of pencil, normal paper pencil concept, same thing you can able to use in this also. Okay, so when you are just drawing from the center out manner, it is automatically gets the stroke property and it just allow you to shape the outline and fill the property of the fill. That is mainly shape tool is used to shape your art, whatever you have designed it, you can able to shape it according to your choices and you can able to make it with the help of that, you can able to stroke that particular position of the pixels in that manner, or otherwise you can able to make that applications in a different manner also. And this is the options, whatever the shapes which is used in the Flash are rectangle tool, oval tool, rectangle primitive tool, oval primitive and poly star tool. So, this is all the various shapes which is available in the Flash applications. You can use this default shapes which is available in Flash applications. If you does not require this shapes, if you just needed new different shapes also, you can able to change that particular shapes according to the custom tool settings also. So, with the help of this only we can able to know that how the oval that is how the shapes of your art can be designing it. And next is your brush tool. So, when you know about the brush tool, we all know that it is mainly used for painting purpose, and if you draw a very thin line with the brush tool, it will still be a very thin shape, not line. That is, when you are just using the brush tool, it is automatically set the line basis on the basis of whatever the thing you are just going to include onto it. So, when you just automatically use a brush tool, you can able to brush any specific area or any specific places according to your brushing manner. So, when you are just using the brushing tool, it just automatically draw very thin line shape only. So, when you needed a dark thick line or anything else like that, means you can able to brush it and you can able to increase the size of that particular shape of the property also. By increasing the size of the property, automatically your brush tool size will be also increased. So, when it is automatically increased, on the time your whatever the tool you are just going to use onto it, it will be working on this also and it will produce you different colors onto it. So, you just think you just see it here. What the thing we have done it here means we would have brushed the tool. So, when you are just using the brush the tool, there is a various options is provided, that is called, you have to check first the thickness of the line. Okay. After setting the thickness of the line, you can set the color for it also. So, when you are just setting the color, you can rechange the pixels value and you can able to increase the scale value according to your point. So, when you are just increasing it, it will automatically increase the size of the paint brush also. Okay. So, when you are just automatically that particular paint brush is used, it just gives you the normal pixel value as well as it just produce you the different pixel size of it value also. So, it is automatically giving you the normal corrections of it and you can able to rechange of that particular color according to your choices. Okay. So, according to your choices you can able to design that particular tool in a different manner and you can able to get that particular value in a different initial value also, and you can able to change the size of the value of the brush according to the choice also. That is, you can able to join that and you can able to style the color and you can able to scale it also. And you can increase the size actually. When you just increase the size of the smoothening, it will automatically increase the thickness of the light. Light means that is whatever the brush tool you are just going to use on it. This is called in the left hand side, that small arrow just represents you the shape of that. So, there is various shapes for drawing the brush itself. You can use a oval shape or rectangle, polygon. So, whatever the normal line with the thickness, huge thickness like that. So, you can able to do it with the help of different technique and different shapes along to it also. And next is your flash animation. As we all know that animation is one of the important tool nowadays. So, why the animation is very important is it just automatically work is not so hard. That is, animation is a flash, requires certain understand of motion and a lot of patience. Figuring out how the animation will work is not so hard, but achieving the desirable result is usually painstaking. In the tutorial, we explain that the timeline and frames, twins and other basic techniques need to make animations happen. That is how we just going to frame that pictures or how we are just going to twin it. So, all those things can be done with the help of flash animation. And post to post animation is in flash is created by defining action in between 2 points on the timeline. Hence, the term twin that is the word, the twin itself is meaning is that you can able to make animations in a different manner, and you can shape it with the different type of it also, and you can able to create the object according to your choice, and you can able to motion twin which can only created operated on the symbol basis. There are two types of twins in flash: shape twins which can only operated on drawing objects, and motion twins which can only operate on symbols. So, shape twins allow you to mutuate from one drawing object to another drawing object with different property or at different locations at the stage. So, motion twins allow you to move an object along the path, resize or change some basic property of a symbol. So, what is the thing of twin option is you can able to create one small different path of it. After creating the path, when you just choose the twin option, it will just that particular objects will move according to the path which you have created, that is from end to end, that is called post to post animation. From the starting point to the ending point, whatever you have created one small path, in that particular path only that your particular animations will be done, not on the rest over part in that background. And next is your flash animation is animation made in the program formerly known as Adapt Flash. Now, Adapt Animated, the programmer is vector based, meaning that when you draw something you could make it infinitely bigger or smaller without losing the quality, but it also disables your ability to use brushes like in Photoshop. The program started as a programming tool to make games, apps and websites, with also future the ability to make animations. One of the way you can make animations in it is with 2D puppet called Flash Puppet. Okay, so flash animation is the animations made in the program that is automatically done with the help of Adapt Flash, and something you can infinitely bigger or smaller, that is whatever the animations you are just going to do it, it will be in the flash based manner only. It's basically making several parts of a body, then making them into reusable images called symbols, which can make the animation process a lot faster since you don't have to redraw as much. Example of things that use flash puppets are showing like Teen Titans Go or My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. So, because of their wide use in TV shows for an era in the early 2000s and 2010s, flash puppets become synonyms with flash animations. Even if you can do hand drawn animation in flash, also websites like Newground heavily featured games and animations made in flash. That is, there is various animations applications and animation work is to be done in the flash. So, with the help of that you can able to make that applications in a different manner also. And shape twinning, that is called shape twinning is called, that is a basic idea that when you are just, we all know that we are just going to move the object from one object to another object, it will just make you some transformations. That moving process will be animated, so it will just give you some different effects of it also. So, the basic idea is that a point A in the time you have one object, and at the later point B you have another object, that is we are just having two objects, one is A and another one is B. Between the 2 points you have a gradual shape shifting transformation from object A to object B. In order to shape twin, you need two keyframes to mutuate between, like this. For example, we would have given one small representation of it. From A to B, it is just getting animated. So, it is just transforming the transformations from A letter to B letter. So, this types of making the shapes itself different. So, we will say it as a shape twinning. And next is called your 2D animation. We all know that 2D animations and all in olden days, all the cartoon images, games and applications have been developed with this 2D animations, but it mainly contains length, that is called height and width only will be preferable for that animated images. It won't contains the round faced images or round diagonal images for the animated pictures. That is, a 2D shape is a figure or object with two dimensions, namely length and height. All 2D shapes lies on a flat surfaces, putting them into the category of plane shapes or plane figures. 2D shapes have an area, but they do not have any volume. In 2D animation, every aspect of the video, including characters, objects and backgrounds, are rendered in 2 dimensions, that is called as a flat space. That is, what it means is 2D animations just contains only the 2 dimensions. As we say, seeing in a mathematical graphics manner, we can say it just contains 2 axes only, x and y axis. With the help of that x and y axis graphics only, we can able to design the images. After designing the images, you can able to make a animations onto it also. So, when you are just making an animation of that images, it is automatically just move that images in that particular manner only. That is, you can't able to see the back end of that images. When you are just seeing the front end of image, we can't able to give the back end of that image. So, this types of images when you are just designing, it is called as a 2D animations. But when you are coming to the 3D and all, it just gives you some advanced techniques and it just allow you to move that images in all diagonal angles whatever you have. So, any shape that has exactly 2 dimension is a 2D shape. If you want to understand or conceptual, think of the plane, which is a perfect example of such a shape. That is, when you just use the plane concept, when you just see that aeroplanes and all, it just gives you that one direction only. When you just see it from down to that particular plane, we will just see only that half side of the position, not the remaining portion. So, not only the shape, but figures also be 2D. A 2D shape will only be one of its as the length and the breadth and the number of sides of the shapes can be as many as you want, and its sides can be curved as well as straight. That I would have listed some images, that is called when you are just designing the images in whatever the position you are just designing it, in the same position only all the images will be travelled throughout the applications in that manner only. When you are coming to the 3D animation, 3D animation is the art of using motion to bring a character's vehicle, a property or and more of the life within a TV show, films and the games. 3D artists are often involved in several early steps of VFX pipeline in order to ensure that they deliver an animations ready mode. That when I just displayed you one small images, that is called, you can able to create one thin line and you can able to set the object according to that movement. Whatever the objects you have created, it will just work onto it, so that your movement of that options will be as like that how the one person's moves. Okay, so you can able to animate the motion of one particular original live image, and you can just take that images into it, and you can able to work on it also. So, the such types of images gives you the good clarity, and it will just give you some reality on that animated images. But in 2D animation, we may not know that how it is give you the real time virtuality, but in 3D animations we can able to give you some reality, and we can feel it that it is just happening in a real manner. So, that types of virtual concepts is supported in the 3D animation. And that is more or less animation is just allow you to move the object from one place to another in a different order or different shape, whatever it is there. I hope that you would have understand the concept of this flash and animation.